Seattle will be the 5 seed. The Niners win the division. They are the 1 seed. They get the bye. They win the NFC West for the first time since 1997. When you know who, Deion Sanders, coached the Niners? Our buddy Moochie.
Ain't nobody like my Moochie, man. Let me tell you something. This was a NFL football game. I never care who wins. I just like good football, and what we seen today was excellent football, and it came down to the 49ers defense. When you have a defense, you can travel anywhere, you can win anywhere. It don't matter home field or you on the road. It does not matter when you have the type of defense that the San Francisco 49ers possess. The only problem that they have some holes in the secondary that they got to address if they want to win them all. You see, they made a substitution at the right cornerback position late in the fourth quarter, and it paid dividends because consistently the Seahawks tried to go to that cornerback position.
Deion, think of how much was on the line here, particularly for San Francisco, because we knew, based on what happened earlier in the day, Seattle, the best they could do was be a 3 seed if they had won. So they were playing next weekend regardless. Yes, there's a difference between hosting the Minnesota Vikings or being on the road to play the Philadelphia Eagles. But for San Francisco, if they had lost that game, if Hollister scores instead of falls 6 inches short, they are the 5 seed, and they likely have to win 3 road games just to get to Miami, Prime.
Yeah, and just mentally, you don't want to deal with that mentally, having a letdown when it's all on the line. When it's all on the line, you want your big-time players to make big-time plays, and that's what they did. Offensively, defensively, coaching-wise, it was a collective effort, and they got the job done.
So Jerry admitted, Deion, there will be changes coming. He has no timetable here.
Yep.
Everybody in the world thinks that after 9 seasons, it's time to change the voice in that locker room. Do you still not believe that?
I'm not going to say I do not believe that. That's going to happen. Jerry almost spoke it into existence. It's going to happen. It's inevitable that it's going to happen. Should it happen? I'm just not one to blame the darn coach. That's just not how I get down. I have not seen one player defensively that you really got a game plan to try to stop. I haven't seen anybody in the secondary say, I'm not going to throw the ball this way, or this guy may make this play that way. And Gallup had a wonderful game this week. What about last week? Amari Cooper, great catch. What about last week when we really need you guys to show up and show out and get us to the next level? There was no one to be found. But now, we get the Redskins summoned to the crib, and they got 53 U-Hauls parked in the parking lot because they know they're ready to go home. We want to clap? No. I'm not buying that, man. I'm not buying the coaches can coach this week, but they can't coach that week. I'm not buying it.
All right, so
this is players, man.
So this is strictly a personnel question here. I mean, Dallas, we all think they've struck it rich. I mean, look on the offensive side of the ball. Dak had a phenomenal year. Zeke's a top 3 running back. We believe that the offensive line is pretty good compared to the rest.
The offensive line is not what it used to be. When it's time for these guys to run, they do not hunker down and get low and drive people off the ball. No, they do not do that anymore. They take advantage of lackluster teams like this. Now Zeke gets 100, and that has nothing to do with Zeke. Zeke can tote that tater no matter where he is, but this line is not who we think they are.
Okay. So you're saying that we're overselling Dallas's talent. I just want to make sure I'm understanding what you're saying.
Yes, we are.
Most people don't.
Yes, we are.
Most people do not agree with you.
Well, I'm not most people. I'm Prime.
Okay.
Now, exclamation mark.
I tried to give Carson Wentz some credit here because they won 4 in a row. They keep losing guys left and right. I mean, look at offensively. No Alshon Jeffrey, no Deshaun Jackson, no Zach Ertz today, no Jordan Howard, no Lane Johnson.
Carson Wentz is a good football player. He's a great NFL player. Great. I'm not going to say great. He's really good at what he does. But come on, man. We're talking about the Redskins twice, the Giants and the Cowboys. That's who they beat. You want me to clap with my feet? I mean, I'm not even that darn limber to even do that. I can't do that. This team is a homecoming for the playoffs. Yeah, and they match up with Seattle really good. I like that. I think it's going to be a good game because Seattle's defense is atrocious. They're not good at all. And I really do think this team here matches up really good with them.
So you like Philadelphia at
It's
first
going to be a
blush.
good one.
You like Philadelphia at first blush. I mean, I know you have.
First of all, I don't blush. Second of all, I'm not going to say I like Philadelphia. I like Seattle in this game.
That was funny. You had me laughing, my man.
That was real.
By the way, you
That's
look good.
real.
You look lean today. I just want to say, I don't know if it's the camera.
And I don't have it. You know what? And I don't have any makeup. Unlike some of these other teams
Really?
who make it up and fooling us. I don't have any makeup. This is really me.
So here you go. This is what it looks like for the AFC playoffs. For the first time in a decade, the Patriots are playing on Wild Card Weekend, thanks in part to the Dolphins. No team better understands the importance of getting that bye week than the New England Patriots. They have made all 9 of their Super Bowls in the Brady-Belichick era when having the first weekend off. So that means they've never made it as a 3, 4 seed, or anything. Oh, boy. All right, Dion, you've been on the train all year. I'm giving you one last chance. Final stop to get off the Patriots train. Are you doing it?
No. I'm ride or die. I'm ride or die. I am sticking to it. They don't deserve a darn week off. They don't need a bye. Offensively, they've had a bye all year. The receivers have had a bye. The whole training camp and everything. They don't need a bye. They need to stay in it and work on their game and work on getting back to the Super Bowl where they rightfully belong. This is not a team that deserves nor needs a week off.
Okay, so
This is the best thing to ever happen to them. It really is.
So let me ask you about your confidence level in them. I understand that you support them and you're a big believer in Brady and Belichick, but let's be honest here. They're going to have to win
Don't
3.
forget Element.
You're right. They have to win 3 games to get to Miami, okay? And play in the Super Bowl. 2 of those are possibly at Kansas City and at Baltimore, teams that already beat the New England Patriots. What is your confidence level on a scale of 1 to 10 right now?
My confidence level is high. My confidence level is tremendously high. Now, you got to understand, I do love the Baltimore Ravens. I love what they bring to the table. And I even like Kansas City. The way that defense has been playing in the last several weeks, statistically, defensively, I think they've outdone every category statistically last season to this season. It's unbelievable. And I love me some Honey Badger. You know that. You already know that. But this team right here, the Patriots, they got something, man. They got something special. You cannot just count them out, especially when a guy named Bill Belichick is on the sideline and Tom Brady and Julian Edelman. Then they got arguably the best defensive player of the year at cornerback right now as well. So let me tell you something, guys. I will not give up on the Super Bowl champions. They're still the Super Bowl champions until another team wins it.
Sounds like on a scale of 1 to 10, that's about a 7.5.
No, that's better than that. Better than that.
All right, so let's focus on that Vikings-Saints deal.
That's a good one.
I know it is. What do you like most about
it? First of all, the Saints are the Saints. They can score at will. Drew Brees don't make many mistakes. Sean Payton is unbelievable calling plays on the sideline. But let me tell you something about this Minnesota team. Offensively, they can run the football, and they could throw the football pretty well when they want to. Defensively, they're stout, man. They're one of the best defenses in the game in our league, but you just don't know which Viking team is going to show up. And I trust my guy Zimmer. I love my guy Zimmer. He's going to have those guys ready. But sometimes they just don't show up like they need to show up. But this is a tricky game right here.
Yep.
We got to pay attention to this game because you never know. And if Zim is the Zim that I know, he's not going to let one receiver beat him. And don't forget, they got a cornerback that was an all-pro as well. So this is the game that I'm going to sit down and watch myself on the big screen. I cannot wait to see this one.
And if you're thinking ahead, Saints fans, obviously you know you're going to have to win at least 1 road game to get to the Super Bowl, maybe 2. You're just 1-5 all time in the Peyton Breeze era in terms of road playoff games.
Derrick Henry, man, it's a difference maker. I love me some Tannehill. Trust me, I love the guy coming off the bench, uprooting the starting quarterback that was one of the highest picked guys in the franchise history. And now, look, man, Tannehill is balling. Derrick Henry is the difference maker. If this guy can have productivity like this versus New England, this team has a chance. The only thing that I hate about this team is their pass defense. I feel like Tom Brady is going to have a field day picking these guys apart, and they can't do anything about it. I really do. That's the Achilles heels with this team. But if they could run the ball consistently and can control that clock, they got a shot.
Hold on.
They got a shot.
You've been ripping on the Patriots receiving game all year. All year. And now you're saying that that Tom Brady's going to shred somebody?
Yep. He's Tom Brady. And their defense is pass defense isn't good at all. It really isn't good at all.
Okay. All right. This should be good. Saturday night. You and I will watch it together.
It should be.
I can't wait.
No, we ain't going to do that.
No.
We'll do it over the phone.
Oh, okay.
Together.
I'll FaceTime you.